So welcome to lesson number 2 of the Learning Crypto Limited basic course, really, the crash course. So the one thing that we do explain in our other course here on the platform is what is Bitcoin and ultimately how to buy cryptocurrency. Now this is more to do with Bitcoin, beginner, what to do, because there's certain jurisdictions that we've got problems with, which is country. Okay, there's certain members that we have from America. We've got Canada, we've got Australia, we've got Indonesia, we've got other parts of Asia. We've got some really, interesting countries that do have a few little issues. If I state, let's go onto this website to buy cryptocurrency, or go into this one to trade a cryptocurrency, for example, right? So this is the real basics of how to find if you can buy Bitcoin in your country, and ultimately what to look for. Other areas of proof checking to see if an exchange is legit. There's a lot of horror stories. There's a lot of, this looks like a cool website, but it's actually a scam. Remember, this cryptocurrency world is very vast, and it is ultimately going to get bigger, and more scammers are going to be looking for people to steal their crypto. So you need to do your research on the places you're looking to buy. So as I say, in previous videos throughout this course, you're going to learn a lot. It's going to feed you the required knowledge to get you started, and then ultimately, if you so wish to learn more, there's links below for some accredited education, which is going to be much deeper and more advanced. But the first thing that you need to do, and it sounds really obvious and I don't want to say it too insultingly, is to search what is available in your country. So let's just say, for example, you're in let's just say Africa, right? Africa is a good place to start. Buying Bitcoin in, I don't know, just put Africa. You're going to get all kinds of different countries that will pop up as well. And you got to kind of look and find and discover what is the most obvious places and see what the best ones. Now, some of these ones, this is obviously South Africa. Best Bitcoin exchanges for Africans. Top 5 African exchanges. This might be a decent one to look into. And it gives you kind of ideas of where you can look. There's Yellow Card. There you got buy Bitcoins, Luno, which I've heard of anyways, for people in Nigeria, South Africa, even in Asia as well, got quite a lot of good reputation. BitPesa, there's loads, right? But you've got to do this information yourself. I cannot say to a Nigerian or someone from, say, Singapore to use the stuff that I use, because they may not have access. It may be restricted in their country because they don't have the correct licenses. All kinds of little elements to kind of look at there. So there's a lot of information to take on board. So the first thing you need to do is basically try and see what countries you can use. So let's just say Holland, random countries, in the Netherlands here. And you've got popular ones you got eToro. I wouldn't recommend anyways because you don't really hold it. Coinbase, CoinMama. What else have we got? We've got Sex, we've got Bitpanda, which is popular, Luno again. Coinbase Pro, Kraken, all these ones, right? You will over time notice and see when you go on these websites what's available and what's not. So anyways, the one thing that you need to then do is go over to CoinMarketCap. The reason why I suggest this is because, one, you need to go onto the exchanges top here and then go to spot, okay? This gives you a ranking of what you're kind of looking for. Now, you've obviously done your research and you found, right, what's available in your country, cool, happy days. But you need to then come onto here and see, is it okay? What I mean by that is, does it have a good score? Always helps. But does it have enough liquidity? Has it been around for a long time? If you find a coin provider, an exchange, that is not on this website, it's probably a dud, it's probably a scam. So you need to be careful. So let's look at one that we just kind of, let me just try and find one. Luno. Luno's a good example. Doesn't have the greatest rating, but you know that Luno's been around for a while. Founded in 2013, and it tells you the whole information about it, and it tells you the liquidity. It has a decent, not the greatest in the world, but a decent amount of liquidity. But you've got to remember, this is a predominant kind of, it's based in different parts of the world that is more popular. So the likes of the Nigerian currency is an example, Singapore, etc., like that. Whereas most of the other ones, like Coinbase, for example, US dollar, Canadian dollar, Great British pound, they've got bigger liquidity because they've got a bigger wealth between them in terms of country, fundage, essentially, what people are going to be using. So overall, you've got to be careful with what you look for. But as I say, no harm with that. Obviously, lower down you're going to start seeing more liquidity problems, some interest. Obviously, you see down in volume, but you're going to see some brand new stuff. And now one thing I'm looking at here is launched. When were the last launch? Now, you're going to see here some very, very new stuff. What's the most recent one? Whatever this is. You've got to be very, very careful in terms of what you look for. So this gives you a good idea of what's good, what's bad, all kinds of good stuff. If you go to the ones that were launched first, obviously Bitcoin.com exchange, and then you got some of the old classics, obviously Kraken, Bitstamp, for example. Really, really old school. Now Kraken, it's a weird one, Kraken, because it's old school, but when you go on it, it's actually really ugly and a pain to use. But, you know, each to their own, I suppose. But for me, overall, fundamental-wise, you know, it really is all about how to do it properly, and you've got to do your research. But that's the next step. You need to then go onto this website and then go onto their website essentially and do a bit of research. So let's just look for the purpose of this video. We want to know, can we buy Bitcoin on it? Now that's the other caveat we've not addressed yet. The websites that you're going and you're looking to buy Bitcoin specifically with your debit card, credit card, whatever you want to use, right? Whatever's easiest. Some of these will not accept that. So for example, Binance recently have a fiat gateway allowing you to buy Bitcoin via, you know, your credit card. Never used to be a thing, but you got to look for them. So some of these you won't be able to do it. The likes of Bitstamp, for example, you can buy in USD, as you can see there. So if you go into Bitstamp, and then you can see here, get started, how it all kind of works, how you can buy, you know, Bitcoin. If you click onto the buy button here, create an account, are you ready to buy it? Yes, happy days. You can buy it in different assets, the euro, British pound, for example, and ultimately other sort of currencies in and around there if you so wish to. So you've got to do your research, but as I say, you've got to then look onto here and see what have they got. Is it secure? Have they been around for a while? Do they have mobile apps? Do they have good reviews? All that kind of stuff there. Is it reliable? You know, you don't want to be buying into any sort of situation where it's actually rubbish, it's very, very expensive, or you don't know who the team are, whatever. So you go into the About page, you kind of have a little bit of a look around, see who's who. You know, that does help. Do they have a team? Are they searchable? Do they have a head office? You know, as you can see here, they've got offices in the US, Luxembourg, and ultimately in the United Kingdom. Other things to look at as well is obviously the fee structure. How big are the fees? I know you're probably thinking, well, why do we know this? But if you don't look and you don't do your research into an investment, you're going to start off on the wrong foot. The introduction into crypto is all about research. It's all about finding good, solid investment assets and buying them safely and correctly. You do not want to, and you're going to see throughout this mini course series, ways in which to obviously buy cryptocurrencies correctly, how it all works, researching the exchanges like what you're doing now, and ultimately how to store them. Storage is key because whenever any asset is on an exchange like this and you've bought it, yay, happy days, it's on the app, it's on the website, whatever. But ultimately the one thing that is very, very important, they're not yours, they're not your keys. So you've got to realistically understand that, well, whatever you hold on Bitstamp, whatever you put on Kraken, Coinbase, Binance, whatever, right? It's a problem. The problem is you can't do anything with it other than just hold it. So it kind of sucks. So this video is very, very interesting, I know. It's kind of one of those ones where I'm teaching you to kind of suck eggs, essentially. But research in any of this is key. Finding out what country is useful is helpful, right? Very, very helpful. But when you then go onto the websites and you look to see, now some of these you won't be able to do stuff like MXC, for example, just to give you an insight here. It's a centralized cryptocurrency exchange registered in the Seychelles. Not ideal if you're looking to be a first-time buyer. I personally wouldn't recommend this, but you can buy cryptocurrency on here via peer-to-peer, quick trade, or the push sequence. I'm not quite sure how it works, never used it. I wouldn't recommend it neither, because majority of it is margin trading. But as I say, registered in the Seychelles, not ideal. You need to do a little bit more digging on that. Don't just jump into any exchange, don't get too excited. But personally, for me, stick to the biggest exchanges you possibly can. The likes of Binance, yeah. Huobi, yeah. Coinbase, yeah. Kraken, Bitfinex, BitHub, Bitstamp, all the ones that have been around for a while. The ones that, you know, have got a bit of time in, it is helpful. And you do not want to rush it. You don't want to just jump in 2 feet and then ultimately buy into a dodgy website. Another thing to always check as well, always discover and check if the URL is correctly. So if you go into Google, sometimes they put phishing links at the top of the adverts to get through the advert little security checks. It's a bit of a problem, that. But the most important thing is to do your research. Understand that the research and the security of your account is key. And in the next video, we're going to go over Coinbase in detail, how to use Coinbase, how to, moving on from Coinbase. After that one, we're going to talk about how to then move it onto an exchange to then buy other cryptocurrencies. So it's going to all manifest into your journey to start off very, very quickly.